we've been together longer than we've been by ourselves.
Yeah. This is couple goals. All right? Whatever you saw on Instagram, no, this is it.
You need to choose to love every day.
Back then, you go from hello to courted to marriage.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Everything went wrong, and she was doing the right thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to keep my maiden.
You say what?
When we started, she was earning more than me. It didn't bother me because she was not marrying my salary.
Literally.
Yeah, she was.
Clock it.
I just picked up the phone and I was like, Gloria and I were talking about our future and how many kids we wanted. And I think I want my future with you.
Welcome back to the Come See podcast. My name is Dami Okeke. I am your host. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you haven't already, please join the Come See podcast family by subscribing, liking this video. Make sure before you depart, you must leave a comment, whether you're listening, whether you're watching, whatever your platform you're on. Double check that you're subscribed and make sure you leave a comment, something to show us that you have watched or listened today. I'm excited and I know that our time is already short, so I'm going to bypass all the fluffy stuff and just get straight into it because we have two amazing guests in the studio. So when a Christian marriage comes to an end, we are no longer surprised. Sometimes we even swear that we saw it coming and analyze why the same union we called relationship goals was always destined for separation. What does it actually look like to build a life with another person, making Christ the foundation and his love the standard? Well, my guests today have been together for 24 years and married for 16 years, and they are blessed with 3 amazing children. Kenneth Jimah is a youth pastor at Upper Room Foursquare Chapel, senior data and compliance manager at a mental health research charity, and he's a devoted husband and father. Woo, yeah. And then Grace Kenneth Jimah is an entrepreneur and business owner of Cakes by Grace. She's also Foursquare's national children's leader and an incredible mother and wife. Welcome to the Come See podcast.
Woo, thank you for having us.
This is couple goals. All right. Whatever you saw on Instagram, no, this is it. No, honestly though, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so excited because I know that you guys are gonna teach us, you're gonna school us, you're gonna bless us.
Hopefully.
No pressure.
No. Where have you got? Because you know I haven't.
Oh, you can have one behind you. You have one behind you. If you want it, you can have it.
It's my cushion.
Where there's many cushions. But yeah, I'm so grateful to have you guys here because actually this is probably like I want to say 15-year journey in terms of not necessarily the podcast, but being able to learn about this marriage because Kenneth and I used to work together and I knew Grace before I ever met you because Kenneth would every now and then be like, my wife Grace, you know how women are like, my husband? No, Kenneth would be like, you see my wife Grace?
Literally.
Grace.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He's blushing. But I knew she was a woman of virtue just because, not by ever meeting you, but just because of what Kenneth had to say about you. So, you know, he shared, because, you know, we became like Christian brother, sister. So he kind of shared some of, you know, the things that you've helped him to overcome and your union, how it's blessed him and things like that. So I was always like, I had respect for you even before I ever met you, you know? And so I'm really encouraged by the opportunity to actually delve into your union. So I think my first question is going to be, and please don't take turns. Feel free to, interject.
If you say that, I'm going to talk for the whole
talk, both of you.
No,
you know him, so you can be like, just tap him like this. It's okay. We get it.
I'm ready for the pinching.
My first question would be, is marriage hard? Because there's a consensus that marriage is hard.
I want to say it's not easy.
Okay.
No, marriage is intentional.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's his key word.
So I wouldn't say marriage is hard. It's just intentional. And I always say love is intentional. So it's not this thing that exists in a vacuum that just is. Oh, I just love that, but it doesn't exist by itself. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to be, you need to choose to love every day. Literally.
Yeah.
Because again, we can have things that annoy us within ourselves, between each other, whatever the case is, but we have to still come to that place of choosing to say, I love you.
Yeah.
You know, and I think so. Marriage is not hard, but it is intentional.
Yeah.
And it's the intentionality that people find hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he has to be intentional every day.
Why? Because you're. I would never believe that you're difficult.
Do you know what?
I
I love everyone and everything, and
You're a lover girl.
Oh, it's like like I will cry over the most silliest thing. Excuse me. The most silliest like love story. But for him, it's like, yeah, it has to be intentional. Yeah.
Why
Every day.
is that?
No,
Why
no,
is
no.
that?
Intentional.
I think I think for us, what we need to be conscious of is, if you ever come into a relationship trying to make the other person be like you, it's done before you even started. What attracted me to Grace even at the beginning was because of who she is. And so it then makes no sense that when we're now together, it's like, why can you be less excitable, you know? Because I always say this, if you want to give someone a gift within so forth, give her a gift. She will make you feel like you've just created the whole universe. Because she will like, she's so appreciative. You know the scream my daughter takes after her? It's like that kind of thing. It's incredible. But if you give me a gift, I'll be like, wow.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
you. Yeah.
But I'm very appreciative. But we just, so something as simple as that. Like when we watch a film, I said went to watch a film.
Oh my God.
Which recently was on Goat.
Yeah.
And it was myself, Alvia, the kids, and we had her niece and nephew were there as well. I was sitting on the other side. She was on the other side. I could hear her.
That's not why.
I could hear her scream. You know. I always told the story when we went to watch Taken all those years ago, and they left the cinema.
No, but the film.
No,
the
it was like
no. The film required.
Did you get some shh?
No, funny enough though. No.
Because you've seen Taken.
Yeah, like those action.
Yeah. But it's kind of like, no. Yeah, so I'm that kind of person.
So on that note, that is what is so incredible and special about her. But I think we also need to be conscious about ourselves as well. I know myself. I'm very more. I can talk to a stone, literally. But at the same time, and it comes from my upbringing as well, more conservative. Yeah. And she's more like
outgoing,
out there.
extroverted.
Yeah. And funny enough though, I can talk to anyone. She's not necessarily like that. I can just, but outgoing, very outgoing. And so that's what makes her incredible.
That's what attracted you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so at the same, but when we're having a marriage counseling all those years ago, there's one that said to me that I'll never forget. So that you're both like stones. Two different stones trying to be one. You're going to rub off on each other. And I think that that rubbing off is not comfortable.
No, it's not.
And I think people don't necessarily understand that concept. And that rubbing off, it continues till the end. Till you get to heaven.
Yeah. And it's always uncomfortable because I think some people think, shouldn't it be like a nice, a dance that, where sequence. No, sometimes it's messy and there's friction.
Yeah, because before we were together for 8 years before we got married.
I am so sorry to interrupt the conversation that you are enjoying right now on the Come See podcast, but this is a gentle reminder that you need to subscribe. So please hit the button, subscribe, and I'll be cheeky to even go as far as asking if you could comment, like this episode. Okay, thank you. I want to ask you what season of lives you were both in before you met each other. So Grace will go first because it's ladies first.
Okay.
What season of life?
Life. So what season of life? So I want you to talk to me about, your faith, your career, your family, your headspace, your mindset before you guys met.
Yeah.
We were in college.
Okay.
Like little girl, just living life and no clue. Because I knew I wanted to be a teacher So it was kind of like, okay, well, no, I wanted to be a TV presenter.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to be a TV presenter. So it was like, I'm going to uni. So it was college, you know, I was just, young girl. And then we kind of set off just before I went off to uni. So it was kind of like I was still finding myself.
Yeah.
Because we started young. So it was kind of like, I'm not looking to find someone at 18. It was just, I'm just living my life. Because we did kind of do a lot of life together.
Growing up together.
Yeah, a lot of
Same
growing up.
church.
A lot of growing up together.
So you attended the same church?
The same.
And you...
I met her at church.
Why do you make that face, Grace?
So I was a girl. Young girl.
You're still a girl.
I was a young girl, and they started coming to our church, and it was kind of like, ooh, guys. In the church.
Oh, the scarcity of men was evident in that church.
Yeah, so he came with his brother who were kind of similar ages.
2 years older.
Yeah, 2 years older.
Wow.
So when they came, I was like, oh.
Men.
Yeah.
Male
To be
species.
fair though, there were other guys then, but they've kind of grown up together. You
But
know
you
when you
were
grow up
familiar.
together.
But you were special. So it was kind of like, it was different.
Yeah. So when they came do you remember that service?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So to play it out for me. And we want the details.
Okay, so it was bad because I was in a choir.
Okay. Oh. You're meant to be doing the Lord's work.
I was in a choir, so I'm like constantly on the altar. So when you're on the altar, you can see
everything
when people are coming in, and then it's like, oh Lord, forgive me.
Girl, you are married. Whatever you thought then is coming now.
So it was kind of like that. Oh, new guys. It's like, okay. And then it was kind of like, oh. So every time they came into the church, I was on the altar, like, you know, I'm singing and they're coming in. And it's like, oh.
So y'all were late all the time.
Yeah. So that's what I was seeing. It's just what I was seeing. I was seeing, oh, they're coming in.
Okay, so they're coming in and you're...
So it was kind of like young girl feelings, butterfly. And
excited.
And funny enough, before we even got together, there was a thing where it's like, I was asking everyone, what's the difference between like, you love someone and you're crushing over someone? I asked so many people. I was like, is this love? Am I crushing on him? And I was doing all my research. I was like, what is this feeling? So it took a while to figure out what that feeling was.
Would you say that was your first kind of romantic interest then? If you were kind of...
My first serious.
Okay. So you were a lover girl. You had other relationships.
I had issues. It's like, acceptance.
But we want to know. Because
it was kind of like, it was, so I'm the last of 7.
Okay. Oh, wow. You're the last born.
Last baby of 7. So, and it was, most of my family were in Nigeria back then and I was here.
Okay.
And secondary school was kind of, I did it by myself without my parents. So it was kind of like what I was seeing in secondary school, what my friends were doing, you know, being cool with guys. And so it was kind of like translating that in a godly way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what does that look like? I want a boyfriend and but I didn't fit into that. So it was kind of like, okay, what should I be doing and what does that look like for me? So seeing guys in church, it was like, is it something I can do? Can we go out? And you know, okay, back then, you go from hello to courted to marriage.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like, so like the aunties are watching and they're like...
So you were a church girl.
My parents were the pastors of the church. So
not just the pastor, the founder of the branch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, you didn't have a choice to be holy and good.
So you would fantasize about these relationships that...
my gosh, yeah.
That your friends were telling you about.
Yeah, it wasn't even telling me about, it was what I was seeing. Like seeing this one week, this person's going out with this person, and then the next week someone's going out with this person, and it was, let's just say I was okay with just crushing on boys. Yeah. But that was as far as it went.
So the new crush Kenneth walks in with his brother, like those black romantic films.
It's funny,
Works into church.
because
Now tell me about where you were when you encountered Grace.
So I came into the country in 2000.
Okay.
And then 2001 was the one I started going to our church that we still go to now, where I'm the youth pastor. And 2000 was okay. I came in around 16 or so. And so 2001, something happened. I don't know what it was. Now I know it's depression.
What
Because
caused that?
I think it's just a new environment. Everyone in the family was going through different phases. My younger brother started primary school, had it tough. Mom was trying to study, find her food. Dad brought all of us here. He's been here like 10 years. There's like and again, everyone was just trying to be a whole family again, because it was mom and the four of us in Nigeria. Dad was here trying to make good, and then trying to be a whole family again. And it was just a lot going on. First year of college, I aced everything. I remember I had to do my English again. In the mocks, I was like 90-something%. The next person was like 70% or whatever. So I just kind of like, I did well. But in second year of college, everything just nosedived. I hated college. I didn't want to be there. That's when they had like spots on my face. It was like stones. And so self-confidence was
puberty.
Self-confidence was just not there. I was not in a good place, honestly. And which is why when I knew that she had, at first I didn't really move. I didn't have a crush at all. No. It was like, no. But it developed. We became friends. And then between 2001 and 2002 was when I started having feelings. But then I didn't feel like I was good enough to approach her because of how I saw myself. There was no confidence, the spots on my face, like, how can she like me? It's like, how can she like me? And my sister was like the go-to. So she was always coming with my sister, and they had code names for us.
Excuse me for interrupting this sweet conversation. I have to tell you about the Rebirth Worship event. Prepare yourself for an explosive time in the presence of God. Rebirth is back with guest ministers including Becca Fawkes, Samuel Bella, Agnes Timmy and Najee Busia. It's happening on Saturday the 30th of May at Ark Forest Gate in East London, and doors open at 6 p.m. And it's completely free. Get your tickets at rebirthworship.co.uk.
I was like, oh, so
did his sister know you liked it? Yeah. Oh, so you had an inside man.
Did you?
So it was like,
he was Joseph, I was Mary. So if he's coming into the room, she'd be like, Joseph is
Joseph is approaching.
Yeah, so it was kind of against that backdrop, and I wasn't really looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
But I was always had in my mind that whoever I dated was the person I wanted to marry.
So you were not interested in
No.
having some fun, trying things
it's
out.
weird because now I speak about it and people like, even back then, they still thought it was odd.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why you would want to be in something as serious as a relationship and not be intentional about it. Maybe I'm just old school in my head. That's fine.
It's what you've seen growing up.
Yeah.
It's what you've seen, demonstrated to you, and the value systems you've
developed. It's interesting about that actually, because obviously, like I said, my dad was in the UK then. He was my mom, and I've always been like a goody, so to speak, because I was child prefect in Nigeria. I went to boarding school in Nigeria, so I was child prefect as well. But when I asked that out from a place of no confidence, but was just amazed at why do you like me? Like, what do you see? And interestingly, the period when I started asking that was one of the lowest periods in my life, because I failed my second year exam because I told you I was going through just so much. I nosedived, literally from being top to just nosediving second year. That year was just 2002, terrible. Everything went wrong, and she was doing the right thing that year. And I remember that it was like, okay, there's something to smile about, and it was her. I remember when she said yes. I was still working doing entrance, when people are signing up for college and like help them. I was doing that job for Newham College, and I was just smiling, because she's my first relationship. Wow. Never been out with anyone else, not kissed anyone else, nothing at all. She's my one and only ever.
One of one.
One of us. So she's the only one ever been away, blah, blah, all that kind of thing. So I was just smiling and just excited. And so that's kind of where it started from. So where I was then, my head was not in a good space. She was the light in a very dark time for me. And always ever been my light.
Well, so in terms of 18 though,
Yeah.
like that's quite young. Did your relationship, was it intense straight away, or was it like?
Yeah, so for me, I said it from the beginning. Because
18?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I'll tell you. Other
We
other,
celebrate that day.
Yeah. Other, this is strange because I was saying this to my son, actually. Well, I was thinking to a match. There were other ladies that approached me that actually asked me out when I came to this country.
Wow.
From one of the churches we were going to before. And for me, it's like, are you serious? Like, you asking me out? But then, obviously, the spot was not there. It was still fresh face, nice face. But it was like, why are you asking? Like, and you were much younger. She was younger as well. I was like, I just kind of, in a polite way, just kind of waved it off.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, it has always been my principle. Whoever I go out with, I want to marry that person. Now, I'm not saying that it would have worked always.
Yeah.
But that was the mindset that I approached the relationship with.
That was the intention.
That was the intention. And thankfully, again, as being a Christian, that was high intention as well.
Yeah.
And I say, anyone that's going to go into a relationship, what is your intention?
Yeah.
See, if you're never serious about making it a lifetime relationship, it will almost always fail because you're already giving yourself a get-out clause in the first place.
Yeah.
But if you're going intentionally to make this work,
Yeah.
you will fight for it.
Yeah.
Both of you will fight for it. Both of you will wave. We had a promise ring. And so it was just easy for me to wave my promise ring. Especially when I started university. And when I started university, there were other people there. There were people. And people were even telling me, no, when you go to university, everything's going to fall apart. It didn't really faze me because I knew opportunities are always available to do wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
But intentionality, and again, being Christ-centered, really does win the way. Were we perfect? I'm happy to celebrate. Well, if I could wear it as a badge of honor, I would say that we got married as virgins. If I could say that, but was it perfect? No. Were we tempted? Oh my Lord. Of course, plenty temptation.
Yeah, because
did we from 18,
how many years?
18 to 26.
8 years of
years.
of
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
saying,
So,
hello, hi.
Yeah.
no, we had
There was
opportunities.
something,
We had plenty of opportunities. And there's some things that even in my mind, it's like, I think you're playing with fire. Yeah. But I think what ultimately helped us to just honor that central vow was because we're Christians and we had the same intention. And so, at 18, I say it now, everyone's like, no. For me personally, intentionality is important. And it's kind of transpired that the more I've grown older, intentionality has now transformed to integrity. Yeah. Because I know that whether or not I like it, there are people who are looking at us, our young people at church.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
children.
And for me, integrity is a big deal.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart when you see ministers of God and suddenly they're having affairs. Yeah. It's like, why? Or you see marriages that are being advertised on Instagram and suddenly they're splitting up. Yeah. And it breaks my heart so much. But I know that it's not difficult to happen. It's not difficult if you're not always one integral, Christ-centered, and intentional. You cannot allow the little cracks to become a whole. Like when they are there, you better do it. When we have conflict, it's interesting because I call us an umbrella. I'm a sponge. So it happens. It just rains off. Yeah, it needs to be like a typhoon. You mean? Yeah,
Grace's
it's
umbrella.
Even though I told him I'm not an umbrella.
Well, that's how I see it. So
I'm a Hoover.
Let him break down his umbrella.
Okay. So the umbrella one I see is that when it happens, it tends to just bounces off. It has to be a typhoon
before it hits her.
Before the umbrella collapses.
Okay,
and then she gets soaked. Yeah. For me, when it happens, I kind of process it. The sponge is soaking everything in. And then this one has been a journey for me, whereby that processing need to speed up. Why am I
1 week?
Oh my God!
1 week. It's like why would I? Let me make you laugh. So we'll be next to each other, and I'll be saying to myself, "Kenneth, come on, get over yourself. come on, move. Go speak now. That kind of because
But you're still angry.
Because I'm processing.
Where did I go wrong? What did I say?
And in my process, let's get things done. Let's talk now. But I've come to that point in when we're trying to resolve things. I cannot resolve it on my own terms. Because what is the end goal? The end goal is to resolve it. I need to accommodate her. She needs more time. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But it's taking time to get to that place of understanding. Which, when I mentioned the stone, intentionality allows the rubbing of the stones to be a lifetime spark of joy and affection.
I love that.
However, if you're not, you just turn to fire and burn. And that's why in all the things that we do, honestly, loving intentionally, being Christ-centered, there's just no other way.
Yeah.
From my experience.
Yeah. You've reaped the fruits of that. Were you getting emotional, Kenneth?
Funny enough, though, for someone who doesn't cry like she does, I think I'm more tapped into my emotional self, which is quite interesting.
You did that recently. I love that for you.
I feel like kissing. What? We are being. I don't want to kiss you right now.
Please.
No.
Okay, that's beautiful. So from 18, obviously you struggled with all the temptations that everybody,
of course,
but you guys were determined.
Yep.
And I guess having that equal conviction and determination will, when one is struggling more, the other will.
Especially from my experience.
Yeah.
I was usually the one that needed to be covered. Because again, it's a stereotype that guys are more visual, but in reality, not every guy is more visual, but obviously, generally speaking, and I found that she needed to be stronger for me on that I guess sexual physical side more, because again, she is a fine woman. I love her to bits, to bits, and she's like moving somewhere, my body's doing somehow.
Yes, because she has parts you don't have.
I know, and there were many times where I would just buckle.
Yeah.
But she was stronger.
Yeah.
And I just thank God for this time. And that's why I think it's important when in relationship to be in a relationship with someone who's a Christian, who's a believer. Because if she wasn't a Christian, if she didn't believe in no sex before marriage, we would probably
100%.
have done it many times. Yeah. Before that.
Absolutely. And I sympathize with what you said, Kenneth, about, finding it really challenging. Similarly, I was the Grace in my own relationship with my husband in, the times when he would buckle, being like, no, this is what we're doing. Yeah. Keeping that standard.
Yeah.
And, I mean, even holding hands, we'd be like, yeah. Like,
this is not absolving guys of responsibility.
No, I'm not saying the guys
because
if you fall, it's your fault.
Yeah, no, because again, as men, especially when we become married, we are praised in our home. And that responsibility cannot be taken lightly. So whilst we recognize our frailties at times physically because of proximity, we have responsibility as well.
Absolutely. Congratulations on 16 years of marriage. I think one of the things that I noticed, even when I think the Facebook days when we started following each other. I don't know who requested who, but I know I followed Kenneth and we followed each other. And then somehow Grace is one of my Facebook friends. Somehow we've all become, and I will never forget seeing Grace Kenneth Jimah, and I was like, huh? I was like, I don't understand. But since then, I've actually seen other women put their husband's names with their surname. With his surname that they've taken on. Yeah. What's in a name? What is that about? Because I noticed even when I asked for a bio, Grace, I'm sure Grace put that in there. That is Grace Kenneth Jimah.
Tell the whole truth.
Tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
It was a proper conversation.
It was.
Please.
So we had counselling before we got married.
I recommend marriage counselling if you're going to get married.
100%.
1000%. So we had counselling, and it was kind of a long drive. So it was a close friend of his parents. So we said, okay, we're going to do it. And it was kind of like a 45 minutes drive there and back. So every time we would go, it was once a week. And then on the way back, we would literally discuss everything that they've told us. Yeah. And one of it was the name. Like, okay, what name what are we doing with our names? And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to keep my maiden name.
You say what?
No, I wanted to devil.
There are 7 of them, 5 of them are guys.
No,
and she's one
what do
to
you
keep
mean 5? 5 of us are girls.
Oh, sorry. But
There's
you have
only
2
3.
brothers.
It don't matter. Anyway, so and no, okay, so our family.
What influence? Is it because you are
No,
naked?
So our family, we're very. It's not like a common name.
Okay.
So like if I find a Sejoa, I know who they are. Like they're not like
Sejoa.
Yeah, it's Sejoa. So there isn't.
My surname is not common.
Oh my god.
Your surname is also unique. To be fair.
Special. So, and I really wanted to hold on to that. So on our way back, I was like, I wanna hold on. He was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't remember saying it like
in
that.
a nutshell.
No,
but in a
version.
Yeah, in a nutshell, it was like,
No.
yeah. But for me, it was kind of letting go of. I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to hold on to that name. So it was kind of like, okay, that's not gonna happen. So I was like, okay, but I want to take on your name. And it was kind of like, I don't know, did you just agree?
I don't know, my head did not swell though.
Your head but
my
why?
did not swell.
Why,
My head did not
why
swell.
Kenneth Jimah? I'm sure you were overly happy with
I
that.
do know
Like,
when you've been with someone for that long, I just felt like,
It sounded cool as well, doesn't it?
we've been married, we've been together longer than we've been by ourselves.
Yeah.
And even before we got married, it was like, I've been with you for this long. Like I want that name. I want Kenneth. Grace Jimah just doesn't
do it for you.
But Grace Kenneth Jimah just has another level.
In case anyone is confused.
It has another has another level.
For me, when I read your name, I did think in terms of, two becoming one.
Yeah.
For me, it was almost like Kenneth is in Grace and Grace is in Kenneth, and they're.
We used to have nicknames actually for ourselves. So I was Kola, she was Olake. Kola being Kenneth Lapo.
So my Nigerian name.
Yeah.
Lapo or Lapo.
Oh.
So and then she was Olake, so Olapo Kenneth.
So you guys, so it's always been a kind
always
of
we used to color coordinate even before we got married.
Accidentally?
No, intentionally.
Oh wow!
Like,
no.
What color are you wearing this?
Real couple goals.
Yeah, so Saturday evening we'll be like, okay, what have you got?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like for what I'm hearing as you guys are sharing your story is the intentionality of being one, of oneness.
Yeah.
In every aspect of your lives.
Yeah.
And that process of oneness, which we talked about, the 2 stones rubbing, can be uncomfortable sometimes, but you guys have that constant intention, even in your name, even in the dressing, even, it's constantly like you're becoming one. You're, moving your process, you're going through life as one.
Yeah. On the name thing, I do want to say this to our men. I think it's easy to just dismiss and say, oh, you're taking my name. I don't really understand the sacrifice involved in that.
Yeah.
Because it's identity. Because I see that being played out even now in the sense of when we have family Christmas. She comes to my family Christmas, especially if we're away. So like last time we were in Wales, amazing time in Wales. She came over to Wales, didn't spend Christmas with her family. And I at first it's something I just took for like you're gonna do that anyway. You're coming to my family.
Yeah.
But as time, because again, her family they are incredibly close, and recognizing that sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I think I just want to say this to all the married men that if your wife is coming to your family event over hers, like Christmas and whatever the case may be, or taking your name, don't just take it for granted. I think you need to acknowledge the sacrifice that she's intentionally making and just make it worth it for her. Yeah, that's one of that to name. So I'll go with your story about how the name happened. That's fine.
What do you remember?
I remember you said, oh, I just want your name.
Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever works.
One thing I didn't actually ask, which I must ask for those who are not married, those who are single or those who are in a relationship at the moment, was there any process of checking with God that this is the person?
Oh, I have a story. Incredible.
There's a story.
So, at first, there was the crush happening. I was reluctant to ask. Eventually, over the phone, I asked. I was happy. And then we met a week after she was about to go to, we met her at the park near your house first. Yeah. And then she was going to uni. I delayed my uni by 1 year because I told her about the second year college. Yeah. And so she was about to go to uni. She went and then she came back and it was like, okay, something just felt off. Like that connection that I thought we had, that crush, whatever it was, just kind of dissipated in the space of like 2 weeks or whatever it was.
Wow.
And it's like, it was really confusing, but I could sense it and she could sense it. And it was like, okay, we're not together, kind of. Like, okay, that's it. So it was like, lasted for 2 weeks, kind of thing.
He asked me out. I think he asked me out, and in excitement, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I've been crushing," and I've been like,
finally.
and I said yes. And then after 1 week, I went off to uni. Something must have happened at uni. It's like the break, and then I came back. I was like, "Do you know? I don't think I really like him anymore."
Wow, that was
it was really interesting because again, I could just sense it anyway. But apparently, she claimed that I kept calling her, which I do not remember.
Bombs.
No, I didn't. No, honestly, on a serious note.
You know that's a...
Hold on, wait.
You better
What's that?
She called you a bugaboo.
I don't even know what that is. But
you don't need to know.
But you know what though?
We know what it is.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, I don't remember like calling her constantly, but I did call. Then it got to a point whereby I just said, you know what? I'm not calling anymore. Yeah. And I remember I made a prayer. And I said, it was in my room. I just prayed about it. I don't want to call anymore. Whatever it is. I can't remember how I phrased it. But it was like, let your will be done kind of thing. Because I didn't want to call anymore. Yeah. I'm not chasing after you. It's not happening, whatever. And so, and I think there's a lesson here as well. Is even at that point where I sensed there was something off, it made no sense. Like still trying to just go headstrong. Just take a step back, assess, and pray.
Let God be God.
Yeah. And so I prayed about it. I just left it there. And then
while I was at uni, my best friend and I, so we went to the same uni, we're in our rooms together and we're just talking about, okay, what we want, our future, who we want to marry, how many kids we want, and we're like, Lord, let us have at least our wedding night before you come. Literally, we're like, Lord, please, let rapture happen after our wedding. And then we were just talking like we want how many kids, and then she left, and then I don't know, I just picked up the phone, and I was like, Gloria and I were talking about our future and how many kids we wanted. And I think I want my future with you.
Wow.
And I sent that text. And I don't know where it came from. And then over to you.
And so she came back on the 17th of November 2002 and went for a long walk around the church. And that's when we became official. 17th of November 2002 was when we properly started going out. And
you remember the date?
Oh, yeah. We celebrated that date.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
For 8 years, you.
Yeah.
And then the marriage one is just like the second.
Yeah, and so, and that's been it. So obviously, ups and downs. I remember before we got married, I was just quickly, I know I was speaking to some people recently, and the whole idea of marriage is, I can't get married until I have this, I have that. And I understand. But you don't come into marriage, I think, but the reason why is because people come into the marriage with a single mentality. Is that they look at their resources now and assume that you're coming to marriage with just your resource. But there are two of you now. And so you're coming together. And so stop thinking with a single mindset, a single person's mindset for marriage. Doesn't make sense because you're coming together to including your resources. So I remember before we got married, obviously I was doing my master's, and we've been now 7-8 years. And it's like, okay, what's going on?
Uncle, brother.
Yeah, no.
You know what she did?
You need to move.
She took an incredible step of faith, which I still think is mad. She set a date. Yeah, you said we want to get married by May 2000 and what am I just going? 2010. We want to get married by May 2010. I was doing my master's in 2009. I finished my master's late 2009. I didn't have a job then.
I was just gonna say no job.
No job.
No
And it's okay. I don't recommend this because it was incredible. And of course, then family rightfully say you're not serious. You're not getting married without a job, and neither do I. I didn't want to get married without a job, but her step of faith really focused my mind, and God in His own miraculous way, with intentionality, has obviously provided. I got my first proper job before we got married, and obviously just kicked off from there.
Yeah.
It comes back to what we started with.
But I had a great job. I was teaching and I was saving.
But Nigerian culture, that doesn't. Your husband.
But for us, again, this is the thing. If there's a word for me this season, which is funny enough, is coming back, it is humility. Humility is not just obvious in how we treat each other, but understanding our limitations and resting in the grace of God. She was working. She was saving as well. And obviously, if I want to be proudful and big-headed, it's like, will you saving for our wedding?
I'm a man. I'm the priest of the house. I'm supposed to.
But the thing is that it's understanding where we were at that point in time. When we got married, this is going to shock many people. She was earning more than me.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because again, it's our resources together. That has changed over time. But when we started, she was earning more than me. It didn't bother me because she was not marrying my salary.
Literally.
Yeah. She was,
Clock it.
we're marrying each other. And I think we need to shift our mindset to what is it that we really want?
Yeah.
Do I want you, or do I want your money? Or do I want the
Your
prestige,
status,
the status? Or is it you that I want? And that's what we want ultimately. I thank God. So intentionality is a word I've said so many times already, but I just feel like saying it again. In this age, we're in this era where it feels like relationship is just 2 pence, this and this. Please, let us bring back that word. Let it mean something today.
What would your advice be to those listening? This is our final question, guys, because we've run out of time.
God.
But what would your advice be to Christians who are watching, listening, and they're like, divorce is the same in the church as it is outside the church. We're just married, trying to do marriage because it's in our culture now, because, there's a lot of disillusionment around relationships, the longevity of relationships and marriage. And also there's so much abuse that happens, even with Christian marriages. Even the pastors are being abusive towards, their wives and vice versa. So what would be your word of encouragement from both of you? You can speak to women, the men, or however you want to do it. You both of your responses.
Go first.
Okay, I'll go first. It's your what is and why are you going into marriage?
Yeah.
What is your purpose of going into marriage? And the thing is, people think, it's a thing we do, and I just want to be with him. But what is your goal? What is, and I tell my young ladies, like, live your life now. Live your life, do what you need to do as a single person, enjoy it.
Yeah.
But then have standards. Like, know that, okay, I want someone that will be able to support me, that will be able to do life with. And it is just a thing of and the thing is, we say this, but it also depends on who we see around us.
Yeah.
It's the role models and the people we're seeing.
If you've grown up in a home that's,
And I'm just so grateful that we see examples of that. And it's like, okay, if this people can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful to God, humbly, that we can be those kind of examples. And I have so many young people that look at us like, they're like, you know what, if Uncle Kenneth and Grace can do it, then, there's hope. And that's what we need. Look at the people around us and say, okay, if they can do it, Lord, I want that blessing. Yeah. I want that standard. Amen. Yeah. So for me, it's more external and just picking on, like, Lord, this is what I want. And this is how I want my future.
I will say this, and I'll try to be very brief and concise.
Yeah, it's okay.
The end journey of life is death.
Mm.
What makes living beautiful is what we do up to that time.
Yeah.
Marriage itself, the end point of marriage is death.
Mm.
What makes marriage beautiful is everything in between.
Mm.
It's not perfect. It will never be perfect. But it can be beautiful.
Yeah.
And so, if you're in a marriage right now that is testing, and I would want to encourage you to, both of you, take a step back and reimagine the beauty of this journey you're in together. If you're in an abusive place, I want to encourage you to firstly pull yourself out of that, find safety, recalibrate. Because do not stay in a place that the husband or the wife does not honor the value of marriage. So I'm not saying right now with 2 minutes to go divorce. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that if you're in a place that there's so much abuse and violence, take yourself out of that space so you can think clearly and hear God clearly.
Yeah.
And for any young person, if you're in a relationship now and you know in your heart that relationship is not going to be, don't waste that time. Don't waste his time.
Yeah.
Don't waste each other's time. Because before you know it, you'll be 45. So, I finish with what we started with. You're two completely different people. Uniquely made by God. My goodness. Formed by Him. Made beautiful by Him. And He wants you to be an example of what the church should be. The body of Christ. Absolutely beautiful in its ugliness. So, revisit your intention. Be intentional about this marriage, about where you want it to go. Make Christ the center of your marriage. And finally, be ready to fight for what you believe in. Fight for each other. Fight for each other.
No, don't fight each other.
Don't fight each other. Fight for each other. Those Jezebel.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of Jezebel for men?
It's a spirit. It's male and female.
Male and female. Be ready to literally put them to one side.
Yeah.
Again, marriage is so beautiful, is worth fighting for. Be ready to fight for it. Yeah.
Amen. We run out of time. I know everyone listening is like, you always run out of time. I'm sorry, guys, but thank you so much, Kenneth. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for joining me. I'm so grateful for what you shared. Let's be intentional, guys. Yeah. I'm even learning. I'm married and I'm learning as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe. I'm gonna put all Grace and Kenneth's handles and details in the description box. So please make sure you check them out and all the stuff that they're involved in. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and God bless you.